Hello and thank you for tuning in to Arirang News on this Chuseok holiday, often called Korean Thanksgiving. It's noon here in Seoul on October 6th. I'm Song Yujin. Now, once again, as today marks Chuseok Day, one of Korea's biggest holidays, millions of people are hitting the roads to visit loved ones or travel, resulting in heavy traffic nationwide. Now, according to the Korea Expressway Corporation, as of Monday noon, the drive from Seoul to the southeastern port city of Busan, for example, is expected to take over 9 hours, while the return trip could take nearly 10. Now, this is around double the usual 5-hour travel time during non-holiday periods. Traffic congestion is expected to peak this afternoon before easing late tonight into early Tuesday. In other news, turning now to the latest on trade talks between South Korea and the United States. South Korea's Industry Minister Kim Jong-un returned home this morning after holding talks in New York over the weekend with U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick. Park Junan reports on the takeaways from those discussions.
South Korea's Industry Minister Kim Jong-un told reporters at Incheon International Airport on Monday, after returning from New York over the weekend, that a considerable level of understanding was reached during his meeting with U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick.
Regarding the proposal that was presented, I can say that we are narrowing our differences, particularly on matters related to the foreign exchange market. In that regard, we believe there has been a considerable level of understanding reached on the sensitivity of Korea's foreign exchange market.
In late July, Seoul and Washington agreed to reduce tariffs on South Korean imports from 25% to 15%, while South Korea committed to a $350 billion investment package. However, differences over the details of investment methods and profit sharing have so far delayed the signing of a formal memorandum of understanding. South Korea is prioritizing the stability of its foreign exchange market, proposing a currency swap as a key condition to mitigate potential economic risks from the investment deal.
As this issue is being discussed as part of the overall package, differences appear to be narrowing. With some consensus reached on the general framework, we expect to meet again soon.
Kim also clarified that no discussions took place regarding U.S. President Donald Trump's comments that South Korea's investment should be made upfront. While specific investment plans remain under discussion, Trade Minister Kim expressed confidence in continued progress, anticipating further talks to happen before Trump's visit to Gyeongju for the APEC Economic Leaders meeting on October 29th. Park Jun-han, Arirang News.
On the international front, U.S. President Donald Trump says the first phase of ending the Israel-Hamas war could be completed this week. In a social media post on Sunday, Trump said discussions over the weekend had been, quote, very successful and urged all those involved to move quickly. Now, he appeared to be referring to Hamas reportedly agreeing to parts of a U.S. proposed ceasefire plan, which include releasing the remaining hostages and ceding governance in Gaza. The remarks come as delegations from Hamas, Israel, and the U.S. are set to hold peace talks in Egypt on Monday aimed at finalizing an agreement. The conflict will mark exactly 2 years on Tuesday. Now back to our Chuseok coverage. One of the sweetest parts of the Chuseok holiday isn't just the time off. It's also making and enjoying songpyeon, Korea's traditional half-moon-shaped rice cakes. So today we bring you a story on how this beloved tradition is being shared and enjoyed beyond Korea. Here's our Park Hyo-bin with more.
Songpyeon are Korea's traditional half-moon rice cakes steamed on pine needles and filled with sesame seeds, beans, or sugar. They're at the heart of Chuseok, Korea's Thanksgiving-like family holiday expressing gratitude and celebrating food. To better understand the tradition, people from around the world gather to make and taste songpyeon themselves. By shaping songpyeon by hand, they are not just learning a recipe, but taking part in the heart of Korea's holiday culture.
It was really good. It was interesting learning about creating something from another culture. I'm from Australia, and Australia is a fairly new country, and it doesn't have like the same amount of history that Korea has. So
I like it so much because we learn new recipes here, Korean recipes. We learn the culture, and we made the new friends here.
Traditionally, songpyeon was filled with freshly harvested grains and nuts, and its half-moon shape also carried the meaning of growth and abundance, as the moon grows fuller each day. There's also an old Korean saying that those who make beautifully shaped songpyeon will have a beautiful baby. But above all, it was about coming together and sharing time with one another.
I hope that through this experience, like cooking tok and songpyeon, and also learning bojagi, they're able to experience a little bit of Chuseok. Because as foreigners, it's really difficult for us to go into someone else's home and then do the songpyeon with other Koreans and all.
Like the half-moon shape of songpyeon, these moments will linger, growing fuller as one of the memories of Korea's most cherished holiday.
By making songpyeon together, people from around the world are sharing the spirit of Korea's traditional Chuseok holiday. Park Hyo-bin, Arirang News.
And that's all we have at this hour. Thanks for watching. Arirang News will be back at 6 p.m. Korea time. Stay tuned.